Okay. Now see, in case of a four-wheel vehicles, let's assume that this is one four-wheel vehicle and moving on a straight path. After some time, let it will take a left turn. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it will take a left turn after some time. Now in this case, how gyroscopic effect will act? And due to which components there will be gyroscopic effect? I told you in the morning session only, gyroscopic effect is there when there are some rotating parts. There are some rotating parts as well as, yes, what is essential along with rotating parts? Let's say rotating body is there, but allowing that to have gyroscopic effect, we must have, yes,
Precision.
important one.
Precision.
Yes,
Precision.
precision of body, not precision of body, but you can say precision of spin axis. So here, tell me, let's say this is front axle, this one is rear axle, and this one is engine. I shown you rotating parts in a four-wheel vehicle. So as there are some rotating parts like wheels and engine, there will be gyroscopic effect as when it takes left turn or right turn. Let's say this is your initial position of axis. What happen when it is taking left turn? It may move to like this. So there is precession of spin axis. Are you getting what I'm saying? There is precession of spin axis of front axle, rear axle, as well as engine axle. So engine axis, rear axis, front axis get precessed, as well as there are rotating parts. So there is a gyroscopic couple or gyroscopic effect act in case of a four-wheel vehicle. Now we need to find out how gyroscopic couple or effect will act in this case. Now see, what are the different forces in this case? Uh, or suppose I need to find out reactions on a four-wheel vehicles, four wheels. Then if you consider only weight, the weight is acting downward, so reaction on each wheel will be upward. So what is your essential condition for stability of four-wheel vehicle? Your four reactions on each wheel must be upward. As weight is acting downward, you can see weight acting downward on this four wheel here, 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 and here. So reaction must be upward. And if all four reactions on each wheel is upward, then you can say your vehicle is stable. So for stability of vehicle, your four reactions on each wheel must be upward. So if you find out it, in this case, we can't consider only weight. But as we know that, as you people know gyroscopic effect, gyroscopic couple and all things. So we need to check how these gyroscopic couples will contribute to that reactions and what is change on the these reactions due to gyroscopic couple. Now my question to you is there any another force along with gyroscopic couple will act on these wheels? One is weight, other one is gyroscopic couple. Any other force or couple I have to consider which will contribute to that reactions? Yes. So remember, there are three basically forces along with this friction. Okay, friction is there, but we are going to neglect friction here. You're right, but okay. First one is weight of the vehicle. Due to weight, the reactions are on the four wheels. Second thing, gyroscopic couple. And you should think why there is gyroscopic couple. I told you because there is precession of spin axis and there are rotating parts. Third one is nothing but any one please. Other than friction, any other force is there? You think about that? Yes, right. It is centrifugal force. So these three forces I have to consider while designing, while finding reactions. Now let's find out reaction on these four wheels due to each of these force. That is nothing but overall study. Yes, yes, it will act. But we consider these three forces for finding reactions here. Only three forces. Okay. So let's say first find out weight of the reaction. Now tell me what is, in which direction weight of the each wheel will act downward, and how much it is each weight of each wheel. Let's say W is whole weight of the vehicle, then divided by 4 will be weight on each wheel. So I am writing reaction due to weight of the wheels. I consider parameters here due to weight of the wheel, or you can say weight on each wheel, not weight of, weight on each wheel, vehicle weight on each wheel. So I can write, so weight is acting, or you can say the force is acting downward, and how much it is W by 4, nothing but mg by 4, where it act downwards. So reaction on that wheels due to this weight must be upward. So I am writing here, let's say reaction on the 4 wheels, each wheel is upward. The magnitude is same, W by 4, it is equal to mg by 4, but it acts upward. So one reaction I find out, reaction due to weight on each wheel, and it acts upward. Second thing, let's consider gyroscopic couple. And this gyroscopic couple acts due to engine also, as well as due to wheels also. So let's first find out gyroscopic couple due to 4 wheels. So let's say call it as wheels, CW I'll call it. C is for gyroscopic couple. Of course, we have to consider reactive couple whenever we talk about direction. And CW is equal. Now tell me what is the formula? It is I omega S into omega P. But here omega is nothing but angular velocity of wheel. I am talking about only wheel first, because total gyroscopic couple C is nothing but CW plus CE. The W is nothing but gyroscopic couple acting on wheels and gyroscopic couple acting on engine parts. So I am writing here, is it right? I omega omega P, is it right? Or any change will be there? Actually, there are, in the previous cases we discussed, in case of aeroplane or in case of ships, we consider only one rotor, that is engine rotor. But here it is, we have to consider 4 wheels. So as there are 4 wheels, I write here 4 times this, 4 times I omega omega P. And also further we can write 4 times I. I is nothing but mass moment of inertia of that wheels, IW, into omega of wheel, angular velocity of wheel. This we have to find out. Maybe clockwise, this may be anti-clockwise, you know, where these wheels are moving. If it is moving forward, it must be towards this side. If you seen from top side. Okay, so omega into, now how much this angular velocity is? Can I write like this? V. With this velocity, this vehicle is moving. So V by R, because I am finding angular velocity of wheel. So angular velocity of wheel is equal to, omega is equal to V by R. So V for velocity of the vehicle, with which it is moving, upon R. R is radius of curvature of this wheel. As I am finding angular velocity of vehicle into this omega P. Now omega P also we can find out here by using formula. Omega P nothing but, let's say this vehicle is taking turn about some, the rate of curvature, let's see here. This is your radius of curvature. Moving with velocity V, radius of curvature is R. So in that case it is V by R. So omega P is V by R, omega W is V by small r. Further I can write it is 4 times I omega V square upon R into R. This is your magnitude of gyroscopic couple acts on a vehicle due to 4 wheels. Along with this, we also have to find out gyroscopic couple act due to engine parts. But there is only one engine rotor. So I can write it as CE is equal to, basic formula remains same, I of engine, here it is for wheel, I of engine into omega of engine, omega E, angular velocity of engine, into omega p of engine. So omega p both cases same, but omega e get changed. So how we can write now in terms of this? So further you can put value again here omega e, but we know that gear ratio as the speed is transferred from engine to wheels. I can write gear ratio is equal to omega e upon omega w. Therefore, I can write this formula C of engine is equal to I of E. Instead of omega E, let's write in terms of angular velocity of wheel. In order to get simplification, so that I can put it here, I can take some common terms. So IE into instead of omega E, that is angular velocity of engine, I'll write in terms of angular velocity of wheel as I know this relation. So it is omega E is equal to G times omega W, that is angular velocity of wheel, into omega P. And this is already known to us. Omega W into omega P is nothing but V square by R. So G times V square by R. So further we can find out. So this is C. Let's say this is your equation for engine. Sorry, this is for engine, and this is your final expression for wheels. This is called as equation A, and this is your equation B. Finally, gyroscopic couple is equal to CW plus CE. But I can write also CW plus minus C. And my question is, why it is plus minus? Total gyroscopic couple is equal to gyroscopic couple due to wheels plus or minus gyroscopic couple due to engine. Why it is plus minus? Why not always plus, or why not it means why it is plus minus? Yes, please.
Anti-clockwise.
Yes, someone is saying anti-clockwise. See, it's very simple. For this, we need to find out direction of gyroscopic couple. Up to here, we find out reactions due to weight of the wheel. We find out gyroscopic couple magnitude, that is combination of gyroscopic couple due to wheels as well as gyroscopic couple due to engine. Now let's talk about gyroscopic effect here. Now you already know how to find out gyroscopic effect, all you all trained. And what we consider here, this engine axis is parallel to rear axle. If it is not parallel, we can't add this. हे पण लक्षात ठेवा. Why assume this? Why I can add this? Because both couples act in the same plane. So if it is your engine axis, and we know that always couple acts about a spin axis. Always couple act about a spin axis. I said about spin axis. Sorry, across a spin axis means about a couple axis. Means if it is your spin axis, your couple will act like this. Hello, pin to my account. That mobile get discharged. Okay, just what we were discussing here, we need to find out gyroscopic couple, and for this I written here C is equal to CW plus C by considering this both, that is spin axis of wheel and spin axis of rotor are in the same plane, are parallel to each other. So that gyroscopic couple also in a same plane. So gyroscopic couple will act like this about the spin axis of engine as well as about spin axis of these wheels. And hence I can add or subtract it. But if they are in different planes, then I can't add it. Just we need to take it separately. So let's find out first gyroscopic couple in this case. Now tell me, to observe rotation of direction of rotation, from which side I have to observe? Let's say in this case rotors are parallel, and assume that this will rotate in same direction of as that of a engine parts. Means here these are the wheels moving forward, and hence this also like this, move like this. This is our assumption. Both are moving in same direction. It may be in opposite direction also. So when in the same direction, plus. When in opposite direction, minus. Means when engine and wheels rotate in same direction, then there is plus CW plus C. But when engine and these wheels rotate in opposite direction, then there is minus. And it is possible only when these both are in the same plane. If they are not in the same plane, then we can't add it. We need to take that effect separately. Now, as in the same plane and rotating in same direction, let's find out its gyroscopic couple. And we know that we always see direction of rotation parallel to spin axis. So I have to keep your observer here. Now tell me, if I observe from this side, in which directions you can see these are rotating, wheels are rotating. What is direction of rotation of wheels? You know procedure. Observe direction of rotation. How it rotates?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means towards observer, away from observer. Spin vector I'm talking about. Spin
Towards
vector OA. Yes, spin vector OA is towards or away from observer?
Towards.
Towards, because anti-clockwise. So this is your O, this is your vector OA, and arrow is from, that is arrow is towards observer. You can see it is towards observer. This is your observer, it is towards observer. Now my question to you is next one. Precession. It takes left turn. So this is your spin vector. Now you can see spin vector and the spin axis same, are parallel to each other. So it takes, let's say this is here, it takes left turn. So it is moving down. So spin vector also move down. समझते क्या? In this case, when this it will take left turn, this vehicle will take left turn, the spin vector also will take left turn only in the same direction. So your precession vector, when it will take left turn, then it is here. If it is take right turn, then opposite. Then it will be toward this side. In this case, we assume it is left turn, hence it is downward. Is it clear? OA and OB?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your next step? To get right hand rule. आता हे सगळ्यांना समजलं असेल. Yes. To get AB, join AB, and then B dash A dash is your reactive couple vector. Now tell me, this is I can't compare actually, but tell me, is it similar to steering or pitching? This motion is similar to steering or pitching? Taking left turn, taking right turn, moving on horizontal plane, taking left turn, taking right turn. This is your spin axis, taking left turn or right turn. So tell me, is it similar to steering or pitching?
Steering,
Yes.
steering.
Yes.
Steering.
Yes. And I told you how to observe then direction of rotation. If it is steering or pitching, observe from right hand side of this. So this is your observer. Observer is here. Means what is your gyroscopic couple direction? You see this B dash A dash. Reactive couple is vector is moving away from you. Away from you means yes, clockwise, and towards you means anti-clockwise. So my effect is on this vehicle. How it will act? इफेक्ट काय असेल रे? गॅरोस्कोपिक कपल कसा असा ऍक्ट होईल ह्या वेगळ्यावरती. म्हणजे काय तुमची जर ओके लेट्स सी दिस इज युअर व्हेकल, अज्युम इट इज मुव्हिंग ऑन दिस साइड. सो काय इफेक्ट होईल गॅरोस्कोपिक कपलचा? इट विल ऍक्ट क्लॉकवाइज. असा इफेक्ट म्हणजे जे आउटर व्हील आहेत, आता हे आय कॉल दिस एज आउटर व्हील्स, आय कॉल दिस एज इनर व्हील्स. सो फोर्स इज ऍक्टिंग डाउनवर्ड और नॉट ऑन दिस व्हील्स. द फोर्स इज ऍक्टिंग डाउनवर्ड and on this wheel it will be येस, काय होईल? क्लॉकवाईज कपल ऍक्ट होते ना रे. सो व्हॉट हॅपन? आउटवर्ड व्हील्स विल ट्राय टू लिफ्ट दिस व्हील. It will try to lift the inner wheels. Couple will try to lift the inner wheels. So force on this wheels is downward. Thus both inner outer wheels will downward, while both inner wheels is upward. Why I am calling inner and outer? It is clear because taking left turn, vehicle असे move होते. These are the outwards. These are the inners. And now can I write like this now? Force on, let's say force on each wheel, or you can say force on outer wheels. I am writing it here. Forces, or you can say force on two outer wheels is equal to, किती असेल रे फोर्स हा? तुम्हाला गायरोस्कोपिक कपल माहिती आहे, त्याची मॅग्निट्यूड किती आहे? सी डब्ल्यू प्लस सी. आता इन दिस केस इट इज प्लस. आता सी कसा येईल रे? 1 मिनिट. आय टोल्ड यू अबाउट सी डब्ल्यू. व्हॉट अबाउट सी? कपल सेम राहील का अपोजिट होईल? Gyroscopic couple due to C is same or opposite? It will be same because rotation is same. So spin vector कसा येईल पहा? Spin vector is similar. Observing from this side, rotating in same way. So spin vector is OA only. Then taking left turn, so OB also same, AB also same, A dash, B dash, A dash also same. So it will be same. So when direction of rotation of wheel and this engine is same, gyroscopic couple is in same direction. But instead of that, suppose it is downward, then in this direction, which and opposite, then engine opposite rotate, काय होईल तो? उलटा होईल. Instead of clockwise it will be, I told you in the revision case, मी काल समराइज करताना सांगितलं तुम्हाला मी, जर एक पॅरामीटर चेंज केला, ओमेगा एस किंवा ओमेगा पी चेंज केला, काय होतं? इफेक्ट चेंज होतो. दोन्ही चेंज केलं तर इफेक्ट सेम राहतो. इथे एकच पॅरामीटर चेंज केला आहे. सो इट्स इफेक्ट विल बी गेट चेंज. सो इन दॅट केस इट विल बी अपोजिट अँड हेन्स वी आर सबस्ट्रॅक्टिंग इट. म्हणून आपण सबस्ट्रॅक्ट करतो इथं, जर अपोजिट डायरेक्शन असेल तर. In this case same, so we need to add it. Let's find out that forces on each wheel, outer wheel due to couple, and that couple is called as a CG. Let's say CG, gyroscopic couple. अरे काय होईल? Can I write like this? Force is equal to CG upon W. Let's assume that this distance is W. Here distance W here. This distance. So can I write force on each wheel, or you can say force on two wheels? Each wheel is twice W, but two outer wheels is this CG upon twice, not twice because each wheel I two considered, CG upon 2W. Can I write like this? असं लिहू शकतो का मी? Think about this. It's very easy. Yes or no? Can I write like this? It's very easy if you are confused. How we get this? तर काय करायचं? एफ बी ड्रॉ करायची. एफ बी ड्रॉ केलं तर काय येईल मला? हे तुमचे दोन व्हील्स आहेत. हे तुमचे आउटर व्हील, रिॲक्शन ऑन आउटर व्हील आणि रिॲक्शन ऑन इनर व्हील, आर आय. आता गायरोस्कोपिक कपल हाऊ इट ऍक्ट्स वी फाइंड आउट ऑलरेडी. डिरेक्शन कशी? डिरेक्शन क्लॉकवाईज. सो ड्रॉ क्लॉकवाईज गायरोस्कोपिक कपल. दिस इज युअर CG. मोमेंट घ्या, काय भेटेल? रिॲक्शन भेटेल ना. You can take moment, summation of moment about, let's say this is A point, this is B point. If I take moment about A, we get reaction RO. If you find out, if I want to find out reaction at RI, take moment about RO, this B point. So we can find out this. So this distance is W. So this distance, this force into distance, that is RI into W, RO into W minus CG is equal to 0. So here it is nothing but force. I'm writing force, and then you can find out reactions. So simply by taking reactions, we can get it, and I can write like this: CG upon W. Just simply its moment. If you want, I can explain. I think no need to explain directly. I can write here. And so force on each two wheels is CG upon W. Hence, force on each wheel, force on each outer wheel is equal to Cg upon twice W. And if force, how this force is acting on this wheel, the force is downward, the reaction is upward, because reactive couple act like clockwise, and hence it will be downward. So this force is downward, and I can write force on each inner wheel is equal to Cg upon twice W, but on inner wheels it will try to lift that wheels, so it will act in upward direction. And if force is downward, force is upward, then I can write reactions. So reactions on each wheel how reactions will be? Yes, upward or downward? On outer wheel reaction is acting upward or downward?
Downward.
Upward.
See, force, simple concept. When weight is acting downward, reaction must be upward, equal and opposite. Here it is, reaction is acting downward, sorry, force is acting downward, and downward काय act होतो दाखवली तुम्ही. हा सीजी कपल असा ऍक्ट होतोय, हे आउटर केस आहे आणि हा इनर व्हील्स आहेत. This couple is trying to move it down, so force is acting downward, so reaction will be upward त्या व्हील मध्ये. इथं काय होईल, त्या कपल मुळे तो लिफ्ट करण्याचा प्रयत्न करेल. So force is acting upward, but reaction will be downward. Reaction opposite असते. So I am writing reaction on each outer wheel is equal to, the magnitude is same, but reaction is direction is upward. Cg upon twice W. Cg is nothing but gyroscopic couple. This one, Cw plus C, twice W, and it acts in a upward direction. Similarly, reaction on each inner wheel is equal to Cg upon twice W. As it is upward, force is upward, reaction is downward. So till now, I find out reaction on, that is 4 wheels due to weight. We seen due to weight, the reaction is acting upward. Then I find out gyroscopic couple effect due to wheels and engine. It will be addition if in the same direction, it will be subtraction if it is in the opposite direction. So I find out total gyroscopic couple, and then I am finding effect of this gyroscopic couple on these reactions on each wheel. So we come to know reaction on these wheels is upward and downward due to gyroscopic couple. And the last one, due to centrifugal force. So to understand effect of centrifugal force, let's consider here. So to find centrifugal force, again consider same diagram, like this diagram I consider. So I can see here, these are the 2 times RO as 2 outer wheels reactions, and this is 2 times RI as 2 inner wheels. And here I have to consider, let's say this is outer wheel O and this is inner wheel I. And due to centrifugal force, actually centrifugal force is acting at certain distance from ground level. Let's say that it is given to you at some height h, and centrifugal force will act. Now tell me, in which direction the centrifugal force is acting when it is taking left turn? Towards right or towards left? When taking left turn, centrifugal force must act outward. So this is your direction of centrifugal force. I am saying this one. It is toward this side. As vehicle is taking left turn. If it is taking right turn, then it is towards, always centrifugal force will act in outward direction. I think it is known to you. And therefore, this I can show here. This is your centrifugal force Fc acting at certain height from ground level. Let's say h, where the Cg is concentrated, mass is concentrated. And so if centrifugal force is like this height is h, so how the couple is then? Direction of couple is clockwise or anti-clockwise? Effect or couple due to centrifugal force will act like this only. Yes. And this is nothing but Fc. Yes, clockwise. I shown it here. So in simplified way, we can also draw like this. This is twice RO. This is twice Ri. And the couple is like this. And this is your which couple? This is centrifugal couple due to centrifugal force. Let's say call it as Cc. The previous one we discussed here is Cg. So it is due to centrifugal force, third one. Okay. Now tell me, in the same way as here, I find out force is equal to Cg upon twice W. As this distance is W, so what is the force on outer wheels? Can you tell me directly? I am writing Fo here. Force on outer wheel, each outer wheel is how much? Similar to last case. Force on each outer wheel due to centrifugal force. Can I write how much it is? By taking moments, we can find out. It's very easy. So I write it here, it is Cc upon twice W. But force on outer wheel will act in downward direction. Why? Because couple act clockwise. This will side move down, this side will move up. Will try to move down and try to move up. So force is downward, Fo is downward, and hence Ro, reaction on each outer wheel due to centrifugal force, that is Cc, centrifugal couple Cc. I written here force and this one is reaction. Cc is twice W, but it acts upward. This is Ro. Similarly, Fi is equal to Cc upon twice W, but Fi will be upward, and hence Ri is magnitude is same, that is Cc upon twice W, but it will act in downward direction. So I find out here the magnitude of reactions acting on outward wheel and inner wheel due to centrifugal force. Okay, and the last case, we have to discuss, we need to summarize this, we need to add this. So let's say talk about outward wheels. Which are the outward wheels we discuss? Let's say call and give a number to them. Here it is, let's say 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now tell me, if I am trying to write R1, total reaction on wheel 1. So there are 3 reactions. One is due to weight. Now tell me, let's say summarize like this: R1, R2, R3 and R4. Reaction on each wheel. See, I have to find out these reactions for a stability. All reaction must be plus. Now tell me, R1, R2, R3, R4. Yes. So due to, first we'll write due to weight. How this reaction will act on weight reaction is there? It is always upward. So I'm writing here mg by 4 plus. Why plus? Upward is positive, you consider. Mg by 4. Here also mg by 4. In all forces, on all 4 wheels, this reaction is acting upward direction, therefore plus. Out of these, which are outward, which are inwards? 1 and 3 is inward, inner wheels. And these 2 are outer wheels. Okay. Now talk about gyroscopic coupled reaction. On which wheel it is positive? You observe, tell me here. Reaction on which wheel is positive? Outer. Just in front of you, it is clock. Reaction is positive for
Outer
wheels.
outer wheels. Which are the outer wheels? R2 and R4.
R4.
So how much magnitude it is? Cg upon twice W. Cg upon twice W. Cg upon twice W. And for next 2 wheels it is, for inner wheel it is downward. Downward means negative. Magnitude is same, but it is downward. So it is Cg upon twice W, but minus. And for this one, you can see for outward it is positive, Cc upon twice W. For inner it is negative. So for outer means R2 and R4, it is positive. It is Cc upon twice W. Here it is Cc upon twice W. And here it is minus Cc upon twice W. Minus Cc upon twice W. So by observing these 4 reactions, what we can see on outward wheels, that is R2 and R4, you see here it is plus, 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 plus. Means this R2 and R4 will always have positive reaction. I can write here as R2, R4, that is RO is having positive reaction always. But R3 and R1 that is Ri, can be negative. Why it can be negative? When it will be negative? Assume that we take common this, and this term, that is A, B, C, this B plus C is more than A. So it will be either negative or it may be zero also. So it can be negative or zero. So tell me what you understand by this. We need to conclude something. This is our last case. What is your understanding from this? Outward reactions are positive, but inward reaction may be negative. I'm saying maybe negative. If it is more, then it's not negative. But if these two things are more, then it may be negative. So what you conclude from this? Reactions are negative means what will happen? समजून घ्या. रिएक्शन निगेटिव्ह म्हणजे काय होईल रे? हे दोन्ही रिएक्शन पॉझिटिव्ह आहेत. So wheels are on the ground. But when reaction get negative at R1 and R3, okay, it will lose contact with the ground. It will lose contact with the ground. When reaction is negative, it will lose contact with the ground, and it should not be happen. It should not be happen. So therefore, for stability, our condition is this reaction, that is mg by 4 minus cc upon twice w minus cg upon twice w must be greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. So to avoid lifting of the wheel, this must be greater than 0. Or you can write it's nothing but Rw. If I equate this, Rw is equal to, we can say Rw is greater than or equal to, this is nothing but Rc, and this is nothing but Rg. So this is your condition for stability of four-wheel vehicle. Reaction due to weight either equal to or greater than Rc plus Rg. If it happens, if this condition is satisfied, then your vehicle is stable. So we discuss about stability of four-wheel vehicle in gyroscope, in four-wheel vehicle, and effect of gyroscope. We consider reaction due to four wheels. Then we find out reaction due to gyroscopic couple, that is wheels and engine, then its magnitude, and then we find out its formula for that reactions. Then we discuss formula for RIRO and its effect. When we combine all four reactions, we come to know that RO is always positive, but RI may be negative, and hence to avoid lifting of the wheels, inner reaction must be positive, that is this must be greater than or equal to 0, and hence Rw is equal to Rc plus Rg. This is your condition of stability. Now in numericals, same way you have to solve, no change. Just we need to find out these values. So they will ask you determine limiting speed of the vehicle, that is V they will ask. Actually we don't have time, otherwise we will take numerical also. So they will ask you limiting speed. I will give you idea. They will ask you limiting speed. Solve in the same procedure, means find out these reactions due to weight, couple due to wheels and engine, depends on plus minus. Then find out couple due to centrifugal force, add this, use this condition. Now once you put here, Cc is nothing but mv square by r, force Fc into H. This Cc is nothing but, I'm writing here, Fc is nothing but mv square upon r into H. So Cc is what? mv square by r into H. And Cg already known to us. What is Cg? We find out here. Cg is nothing but, you see here, it is I omega into V square by r. Means here the Cg, the Cc in terms of V. So these two terms are in terms of V. As it's we use this condition, unknown is V. So here it is. This mg, all we get in terms of V. So as unknown is only V, therefore from this, by using this condition, we can find out limiting speed of the vehicle to avoid overturning or to avoid the lifting of the wheels. Okay, that is what about gyroscopic effect in a four wheels. At the last, I will only tell you, in rare case, some problem can be asked like this, that also you have to prepare. When this engine plane and this wheel axle plane is different, means engine may be given like this. This is parallel to this, but sometimes it is in a vertical plane. So plane of engine is like this. Can anyone tell me what is effect here? Can I add this Cg and Cw here in this case? Gyroscopic couple due to engine and gyroscopic couple due to wheel. Can I add?
No.
In the first case, it is parallel to this, but now I can't add. In that case, we need to find out separately. So find out Cw separately and Ce separately. Don't add them. find out reaction due to CW separately and CE separately. And once we can get positive or negative, here you can add that finally, but don't add here. So you can solve that kind of numerical also. So this is from my side about gyroscopic effect in four-wheel vehicles. So with this we completed our syllabus. Any doubt? Please ask. About gyroscopic effect in four-wheel, any doubt is there? You have to prepare. I will share all recordings. Basically, I also recorded lectures. That also I will share to you. You refer that. Good, don't leave meeting. Just wait. Yes, any doubt? Actually, we can't take, means even though it is crash course, but as this important topic was remaining, I given time for this, which I think important. And I hope those who, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Those who listen it carefully, they may got this, okay?